David De Gea, 7 shots on target.
He's looking like he's trying to wing this one into the
Let's
top.
go! Get on, play now!
Oh, he's laid it to him.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Final Third. We're back in the studio. Well, they were back in the studio last week.
They're not supposed to know that.
Anyways,
How they not know, bro? She wasn't here. Like, they're gonna know it's a different day.
it's on socials.
It's about like when we drop and that. Like.
No, but they're gonna see.
They saw the previews. It doesn't matter.
Different day. It's all different days.
Anyways,
Yeah, great.
you have myself, Juls, and to my left we have Lavish.
Banksy.
Yeah, because he likes to introduce himself, so I'll leave it to him. So for the first segment, we're going to do Stockwatch. Are you all ready?
What is Stockwatch?
Can I'm not even a teacher yet, but like, can you let me get there, please?
Alright, cool.
Like, miss, when is no? Let me get there.
Can you check my work, please, miss? Show me ask guy.
So basically, the rules are: Banks and Lavish, you will both be given the opportunity to draft players that you're going to invest stocks in for the upcoming season. This segment will follow a draft format where you will take it in turns. You select a player each. Once a player is selected, they're taken off the draft board. I'm just thinking now, what happens if you guys pick the same person? Anyways.
I got a whole list. Don't worry.
Okay.
Even if Shem ain't got the same brain as me, so he wouldn't even know the stocks to invest in.
Yeah,
but-
that is right. We ain't got the same brain. Definitely got the same brain.
To spice things up, we've got 5 players from each club who will be available for the selection. You guys have got your selection. You've seen it. It's all been pre-planned. And at the end of each game week, we're going to assess how each of the players have performed using their FPL points. Whoever has the least total of points at the end of the season has to do a forfeit.
Ready? So locked in.
What could the forfeit be?
Could be anything.
Could be anything.
That's
I'm
wild
not going to
though.
tell you
Like,
now.
we're not lucky. Come on, man.
I'm not going to tell you now.
Might
but
tell you to go Tottenham Stadium and shout. What do you think of Tottenham?
Fairs.
Never know. Could be anything.
I'm not scared of that.
I don't think that's a forfeit though.
That's a mad forfeit, but I ain't no bitch. Let's go.
Okay, so to determine who is going to get the first pick in the draft, I'm going to ask you guys 3 questions. And whoever answers the most correctly gets to go first.
How do we indicate if we want to answer? Do we need to buzz? Do we need to ding?
That's a good question. Just shout. Yeah, that's a very good question.
You are uncivilized.
I can't
just
say
shout.
put your hand up because we don't want to hit the mics and move everything about. Just
Say
shout.
less, man. Just shout.
Okay. Are you ready?
So locked in. So ridiculous.
Can't be on your phones. So can
Go
you
off
lock
your
your phone,
phones. Stop
please?
cheating
Let's
already,
go.
bro. Stop
Cheating.
cheating,
Let's
bro.
go, man.
Right, so the
cheating.
first one is, which player was the first substitute to score 4 goals?
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
First, okay. 1-0 to his
Catch up.
eye is twitching.
Catch up.
Don't get me.
Catch up.
Second question. Who is the all-time top scorer in the Premier League
Alan
for
Shearer.
Aston Villa? You didn't even let me finish.
Dion Dublin.
No.
Oh, Gabby Bonaho.
Yep. 1-1.
Didn't think I scored like 12 goals.
You didn't even let me finish.
Sorry, man. I was
Very competitive.
quick trigger, man.
Next one wins.
Next question. Which current Premiership team has spent the most seasons in the
Arsenal.
top? Let me finish.
All right, go on.
Which current Premier League team has spent the most seasons in the top flight league?
Aston Villa. Everton.
Everton.
When did Arsenal get relegated?
Oh damn.
You lot not been about like that.
When
Everton.
has Arsenal
Okay.
get
Everton
relegated?
culture.
We don't need to go there.
Nah, sometimes he needs to understand.
Pick your
what's
first
going on.
player.
Pick your first player.
All right. I ran through a lot of players. There's a lot of players on my
Pause.
list. Huh?
You ran through a lot of players.
Oh, cough.
Sorry.
Yeah, got you again.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's going to be a long season, guys. All right. I looked platonically at a lot of players.
I said,
I looked at a lot of players, and it's very hard to dumb it down to 5 players. But these are the players I feel like are ready to really, really burst out platonically onto the scene and really show their worth.
He's really trying to hold back of his words.
The first player that I think we all saw a little bit of last season and just grew into the season, I think is just ready to go crazy. First pick, Evan Ferguson from Brighton. I think in terms of a young 19-year-old, physically built, striker, right foot, left foot, cold in front of goal. I think he's so ready to just show it. So that's my first pick.
Okay, cool. Love that. So that was a good pick. In this list, I have to do a disclaimer. Producer Chim has already preempted the list and picked certain names. So in this list, there's some people here that have come for a big fee. So you might be thinking, how can you have stocks in them? But put stock in what you want to put stock in. Do you get what I mean?
If it goes down, it goes down.
If it goes down, it goes down. So I'm going to go with Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai.
Rotted.
I'm going to go with Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai.
What made you want to put some stock in it?
He's proven bad boy still.
Proven where?
Leipzig.
Okay, cool. Like, what are you expecting of him this season? Like
12 goals.
12 goals, Premier League?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What position does he play?
He play right mid, he can play 8. So, but when he gets his shot off...
He's going to be on set pieces as well.
When he gets his shot off, it gets it gone. That's good enough. And the little I've seen of him, it's proven still. It's very up. I'm quite jealous that they got him.
If he gets 12 goals in the Premier League, then you're going to be eating in terms of FPL points. But
Literally.
hey, that transition from Bundesliga to, you think it's going to be smooth like that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Next player.
I was going to pick Amad Diallo. You don't know my love for the boy. But the fact is, I just found out that he's injured for the first 2 months of the season. Yep. So it's going to be very difficult for him to catch up in terms of the points.
7 more months?
Huh?
Like Gabriel. No?
Okay, fair enough.
No, he's got 7 more months, but you can't give yourself a handicap. Everyone knows I got a lot of stock in the book. You can't give yourself the handicap. So my next player I'm going to pick, if you lot saw in the last episode that came out, or I don't know if it's going to come out before or after, but they was telling me I couldn't put no stock into this boy because he's too well known. Well, watch me now.
Sorry.
I think Morgan Gibbs-White going to give me a lot of points next season. We're talking about the attacking hub of Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest have had a chance to really settle into the Premier League. Now they've got their feet about them. The squad's going to get trimmed a little bit. Get to work with a smaller group. Going to keep that connection with Brennan Johnson and whatnot. I just think he's another one that as you can see, I'm not going for no star names. I think it's all about who can give you the best value. Who's really going to take the Premier League season by the scruff of the neck.
Really hope you win, boy.
Huh? Hey, I'm confident. I don't think Shem got a better pick than me. I don't think out of the 5 that Shem's going to pick, I don't think there's going to be one that's better than me.
So who did you pick for this?
Morgan Gibbs-White.
Okay. So you're saying you don't think anybody's better than him?
No. I'm saying none of your
5?
picks are going to be better value than mine.
Okay. So it'll be very, very interesting for this one. But my next pick, and I didn't say this because he said no one's going to be better, but my next pick is Garnacho. It's Manchester United's Garnacho. So like you've already said, no one's going to be better than your pick. So for future, Garnacho's not that good then. But all I'm
you're gonna do that for
He got you there.
nasty
you
business.
said what you
Nasty
said, right?
business.
You said what he said.
I said none of your
if you rate him that highly,
know
you would have picked him second.
Someone said it, innit?
But not me. Do you know what I mean?
said it.
I agree in it, but someone said it. But no, I feel like he's got that hunger that young players, player. When you see it in a young player, you're just like, it's just a lack of fear, and you need that a lot around Man United. My only issue is, will he get enough games? They just need to sort out. That's why I was quite hesitant to pick him, but I think he actually will, because I think he deserves to start ahead of Sancho and ahead of Anthony, and I just hope he will. That's the only issue. If he plays, he gets. I think if he plays, he gets points. Definitely. So the only question mark there is he going to play? Now
that we've signed Hoyland, obviously Rash is probably going to go back to the left for the majority, so they're going to be competing for minutes. But yeah, that's not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick.
You surprised me a little bit there. I didn't think you had a bit of taste, but it's nice to see that you got a bit of class about you. Never really expected that from him, but fair enough, lad. My next pick, I've got to take it back to South London for this one, man. I'm only going to pick one South London baller. We all know there's been a hole in my heart ever since Zaha decided to depart South London and venture out to pastures new. Huh?
Doesn't even have a Palace kit.
You don't know what I got. I got a Palace t-shirt. It's got an eagle on it. I got a Palace t-shirt. No, I don't need the kit. You already know what I'm about down there. I've been to the stadium. But Palace are gonna need a new savior. They're gonna need a new hero.
Who's that?
Who is it? Great question. I love the fact that you asked that, Julie. Great question. Who's gonna be the hero for Crystal Palace? Because we need one. I need something to look forward to. Because we, us in the trench. I'm gonna bring you lot all down to South London for a game, man.
We don't live there.
Who's your pick?
Bring you down to South London for you lot don't really get to be around South London too much. So I'm gonna bring you down to South London. You lot just don't get to be around there too much. So introduce you to South London a little bit. But my pick, he's been balling out in pre-season, had an amazing end to the season. I don't know what it is about Roy Hodgson just getting the love out of these young boys.
Intro. Can we just get to it?
Sometimes
How long was this preface?
No, we're not doing this. This
you need
season,
to
we're not doing
preface
this.
it sometimes. You need to
No,
preface
please.
it. My third pick, Abere Eze.
No,
Yeah,
literally.
100%. See, this is
The
what I
thing
mean.
is, it was in
This
the
is what
back
I
of my
mean.
head, but I'm just thinking,
This is
come
what
on,
I mean.
just
If
say
it
it.
was an Arsenal baller or a Manchester United baller, the intro would have been warranted. But they don't like to give Crystal. They don't like to give South London its love. Somebody got to do it.
So why is it?
Why is it?
Yeah.
I feel like again, South London needs a hero. South London needs someone that's going to step up. And Eze,
South London, it's not Gotham. Jesus Christ. Anyway, my pick is. Oh, sorry about all of that. I'm so sorry. If you tapped out, I don't even blame you. But my pick is a lot of people have watched them in pre-season, and I don't think the team's gonna perform well. But for some reason, I feel like he is. But Nicholas Jackson at Chelsea, up front, I feel like he's gonna get a lot of points on FPL.
a lot of points.
A lot. What's
again,
a
I
lot
want
of
you to-
points?
I want you
What's
to.
the average? What's the most amount of
No,
points
no,
someone gets on
I
FPL?
want you to look at it from a goals perspective. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, goals. Sorry, yeah, points.
Strikers
Yeah,
get
okay,
you-
yeah.
striker
Sorry.
Gets you goals, gets you points.
I think he gets you 18 Prem goals.
18 Prem goals. 18, as in 1-8.
What's wrong with 18 Prem goals? It's calm.
18 in 38 matches. That's peak numbers.
That's not peak numbers.
that's only
Highland
what
literally
can-
got like 30 something.
That's Ollie Watkins numbers.
Yeah, you can do that.
You can't do Ollie Watkins numbers.
I think you can
Respect
do
what
that.
Ollie Watkins has done in the championship.
18
to
is
get
not.
there.
18 is not man. Martial got like 17 one time.
Yeah, as Marshall was like
not doing
23 at the
Martial.
time, was that fam?
But what I'm saying, and how old is he?
He's like what, 20, 21?
I think he's 20. I think he's 22, 23.
21.
So
Coming into a new league.
he can get 18.
I think he can do well. I don't think it's a bad pick.
I think 18's a bit high, but
So what do you think he'll get? So what do you think he'll get?
You're getting 12 of Slobosly.
That's so rude. Right.
That's what you say. How do you say his name?
Shabazlai.
Shabozlav. I butchered that first.
say it one more
Yeah,
time.
I know they just spat everywhere. I don't know what he said. He just spat all over the mic.
I thought it was Shabozlai.
Yeah.
Wait, say again, say again.
Shabazlai.
Shabozlai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what you got.
butchered that.
Nicholas Jackson got 12 goals last season, by the way.
In La Liga.
How many appearances?
26.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's half. And I said less than half.
So you think he's gonna up that to 18 in like 36,
Something like that.
37?
If he gets more than 15, I'm like, I don't think that was a bad shout. So if he gets
Yes, if
15,
he gets
16,
15,
17, I'm like, okay, Shem, you want your 3
You're in
goals
the ball-
off.
You're in the ballpark. You're in the
Yeah, do you know what I
ballpark,
mean? But so yeah, that's mine.
Okay,
You didn't put nothing on Eze though. That was interesting. You didn't say
Well,
no assists, no goals.
Eze can get 10 goals, 10 assists easy.
Where?
Crystal Palace.
Oh, all comps.
No, just Premier
No,
League.
just probably.
I've seen Mason Mount do it. Eze can do that.
God.
25
Crystal
years
Palace,
old.
that's tough.
Nah, trust me. I've seen Zaha, like, when there's some, let me get back into my soliloquy bag. When there's something about the South London air, there's something there that when you're the hero, everything gravitates towards you. We've lost Zaha. Eze gets to fill in that role now. Obviously, Elise might be on his way as well. So we're going to need someone you can vibe with as well. But get him some hoopers. I promise you, 10 goals, 10 assists. Mark it here now. Mark on this camera now. 10 goals, 10 assists.
Stop pointing at the viewers.
It's
Intimidating. That's your last pick.
This is my fourth pick.
Fourth pick.
How many
Oh,
you
You're
get
not
5
allowed to
picks,
count.
man?
Sorry.
I didn't count.
Sheesh.
All right, cool.
This is a very aggressive couch. Just to let everyone know, this is a very aggressive couch.
My next pick. There's a couple here. This one's another one that I've always had a lot of time for. Anybody that's watched me on TF3 before know I have a lot of time for this player. Good on set pieces.
Oh, I know who
Can
he is.
strike a ball. What letter does the name begin with?
M.
He knows me.
He knows,
He knows me. Matters. I'm gonna pick Matters for my fourth pick. How is that cheap?
It is, innit?
You seen all the... That's
So
not cheap.
For context, the producer of the mic said, "Oh, that's so cheap."
See this?
you
Why would
didn't
you
hear
put why would you put the name there if you don't want us to pick it? Huh? This is
He's a
it's
new
not-
signing, innit?
This is what I mean, though. This is what I mean because a lot of these players I've had stock in for a long time, long
Bruv,
time.
just eat it, yeah. So put some numbers on him.
I put some numbers on
Yeah,
him.
go on.
I'm gonna go 8 goals, 8 assists.
That's soft.
Huh?
Less than Eze.
Literally.
Hey, you see, you don't know the numbers I'm projecting for Gibbs White and Ferguson. They're gonna take me over the top. Sometimes you just need a I know you're gonna get me this. He takes corners, he takes free kicks. He's gonna get me a certain amount of points. Sometimes you just need a bit of stability. I've picked a lot of young players that if they go like this, you wouldn't be surprised, but they can also do this. So you need to pick a bit of stability. James Maddison coming into the peak of his career. I know he's going to give me a certain number. Seen in a bad Leicester team, he gave you numbers. Bad Leicester team. So this Tottenham team under Ange seems to be a bit more attacking. I can trust he's going to give me a little something stable. Just need a little something stable.
Thanks for that, Banks. The problem with this draft is more so some of these players you have stocks in, but Banks is very tactical in it. He just has to pick people that he knows are definitely going to play.
Yeah.
Because the thing is not so much do you believe in these players more than others, it's more so who's actually going to get on the pitch. So that was my issue with my next...
That's why I thought we was going to do prices, because if we had a certain budget to spend...
Producers picked what he's going to pick. So
Say less.
I'm going to pick man who's going to play now. Because before I was going to pick... I was just giving honourable mention Moussa Diaby, but I don't know if he's going to play ahead of Leon Bailey at Aston Villa.
He's going to play.
Is he going to play week in, week out?
They got Conference League as well. Bailey can play Conference
He's going to
League.
play.
Do it with your
I'm
chest,
picking him.
though. Do it with your chest.
I'm picking him.
Do it with your chest.
I'm picking him. I'm picking him. He's going to play.
Put some numbers on it.
I'm not putting anything on it. I don't have to do what I'm picking him and he's going to play. I'll pick Moussa Diaby from Aston Villa. I feel like he's...
That's not doing it with your chest, though.
No, it is
At
my
all,
chest, but I'm
at
picking
all.
him.
It's not
Did
doing
you
nothing.
put numbers on Ferguson? Did you put numbers on Gibbs White? Did you?
You didn't ask me to.
Did you?
You didn't ask me to.
Well, I'm politely declining. So I'm not putting any numbers on him. Don't put pressure on the boy. He's got a lot to learn. So, but I'm ready. We're gonna watch some fantastic. You're gonna watch him play some fantastic football. He's more so eye test than numbers for me. He's more so eye test than numbers. Just watch him. Are you entertained?
Did you get to see a bit of him during pre-season?
No.
Haven't seen nothing of him.
No.
He's been good in pre-season.
I'll go blind. Some of them Villa lot have been good pre-season. Tem tried to drag me for my concert shout. Look what he did in pre-season. I'm not Villa. We don't ramp over there. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Moussa stand up, man.
Moussa Diaby. That's my 4th pick.
All right, cool. 5th pick here. There's still a lot of names on this list that not all of you are gonna get to come on this money ride with me. And I told you if you don't need players to invest in, just look at my list and invest now. Just invest now. It's a good, stockbroker things, man. João Pedro. Not my pick.
You picked João Pedro.
Not my pick. I'm saying he's gonna do well this season. He's gonna go crazy.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's
peak.
not.
He's peak.
No, he's not.
He's peak.
No, he's not.
What are you still thinking about 18, 19-year-old
No,
at Watford?
he's not.
You're still thinking of that version.
He's not peak.
That's the last time you watched him.
Do you know why? Do you know why people say? Do you know why people say
you don't look into
Pedro's
Championship
peak?
ball, so you have not seen him.
Okay.
So you don't what is actually.
Okay.
So what is actually making?
Oh, you want me? You trying to get a bite out of me?
Yeah.
You want to go back and forth? I'm not going back and forth.
He wants
I know
it.
we got
I want
mics.
to hear it. I want to hear where this comes from.
Here's why the João Pedro stock. I'm not here for it. Is because, firstly, I think João Pedro is one of them things where people, because of his name, his name sounds. Well, first, his name sounds sick. His name sounds
That
sick.
is-
His name sounds
Come
sick.
on.
So he's already here. When what you've watched is mid. Secondly, FM
so
and
hard.
FIFA influence a lot of people's decisions. And on FM, Football Manager, João Pedro is peak and he gets peak. But I've never seen in real life it transpire to what people who like us do this also play FM. So I feel like that is also in a lot of people's minds. But you might be right.
What you'll have to understand is that the Championship is one of the best breeding grounds for Premier League superstars. That's why Ian Matson was on my list as well, because he batted up the Championship as well. So close to picking him, but I thought, you know what, let me chill.
How did Ross McCormack do when he came up?
Huh?
How did Ross McCormack do when he came
different.
up?
Strikers are different.
Also, what's this specific to?
Every other position.
Every position.
Every position.
Minus striker.
Right, yeah.
Batted striker.
Are you sure you want to die on this hill?
Striker is just a
Right.
bit. Striker is
Are
just
you
a
sure
bit
you
more.
want to die on this hill?
Striker is just a bit more difficult to judge,
know he's
especially
gonna down it,
across history. It's just a bit more difficult to judge. But Championship is one of the best breeding grounds, and João Pedro batted it up
For wingers or for midfielders or
for everyone. Everyone apart from strikers. That's
what-
what,
so what's
everyone
your
else I
number
can vouch
five?
for. Huh?
What's your number 5?
What's my number 5? Again, there's a lot of players here,
Why
man.
did we talk about João Pedro for that long?
Why not?
That's why I
See, we
cut
need to
it.
give. We need to give
He's just waffling now.
Brighton.
Get to it. Just get to
I'm
it.
trying to, but it needs to
he
be a
keeps
build up.
reeling you back
It
and
needs to
you're-
be a
you're-
build up. So, my 5th pick, my stock again. Invest now. You won't always get a chance to. You won't always get a chance to buy this low.
This video is sponsored by Trading 212.
Invest right now in some Jimmy Garner stocks. Yeah, Jimmy Garner. I'm telling you now.
Your list is hilarious. Can't lie.
Go to Trading 212. Go put some money on James Garner. I saw Everton get relegated last season without them bringing James Garner into the team. I promise you. And the fact that he's playing for Sean Dyche, sometimes Sean Dyche just needs a dog in his midfield. We've seen it with Brownhill. We've seen it with who else have they got in there before? Better them rubbed out Burnley man that couldn't kick ball, but they could kick man. That's what he needs. And Sean Dyche, I promise you, when you got a dog with a little bit of technicality in James Garner, he's going to take him to the moon. I promise you. Invest in some James Garner stock now. That's my 5th pick.
Thanks for that, Banks. Appreciate it. Right, last but not least, back to my criteria. It just has to be man who plays. And now, there's ballers on this list, but we're whistling down just to the man who are going to play. And Bear Man ain't playing, so I'm gonna pick who I think's gonna play. Whether you lot say it's a cheat code or not, I don't give a
Going
heck.
safe.
Because I'm trying to win. I don't give a
You're
heck.
going
I don't
safe.
give a heck. Yeah, I'm playing safe.
All like 6 of your picks have been safe, though, to be fair, so it's calm.
We're
You
doing
think so?
five, How did you get to
You think
six?
Garnacho was safe?
Safe. It's safe.
You're talking
It's
rubbish.
It's all safe.
You can't count too.
It's all safe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I'm gonna go with McAllister at Liverpool.
Boo! Boo him! You are the World Cup winner!
Tomato,
Boo him
tomato.
again!
Gonna go with the World Cup.
Tomato,
With the World Cup.
Boo!
Stop shouting in the mic. Stop.
Boo him again!
Nah, I'm gonna go with
Yes,
the World
he
Cup.
went with the World Cup
The
winner.
World Cup winner.
No, man.
that's so
The
safe.
game's
Mr.
upside
McAllister.
down now, man. The
Mr.
game's upside
McAllister,
down.
man.
You can't pick Gibbs White, but you can pick McAllister.
You picked him.
What's going on?
You picked Gibbs White.
What's going? No, but you got me. You got me.
Yeah, no, but
You said
this
everyone knew. Hey,
the
all the
criteria-
Wolves fans knew about Gibbs White.
the criteria-
Oh, what person in the world doesn't know about McAllister? Considering they all
No,
watch him on the TV?
everybody knows about him.
Don't
But it's not
pick
about
it.
that. It's
Tim,
not about that.
Tim, I'm making an executive decision. You can't pick.
Nah, I'm picking McAllister. He's on the list. He was on the list.
VAR.
He was on the list.
No. I'm taking off for Tim. It was
on the
an
list.
oversight by Tim. It was an
No,
oversight by Tim.
you put him on
It
the
was
list.
oversight.
You can't pick 2 Liverpool players.
Big man
You
Tim
can't
as well,
say-
man.
That was not a rule.
2 Liverpool players.
That wasn't a rule though.
That was not a rule.
You know what? Actually,
Nah, Tim, step
That's
on
not
it.
a rule.
Step on it. Put your foot on it. Put your foot on it. Like if you're the
Don't crumble
producer, if
down.
you tell him you can't do it, you can't do it.
That's
Yeah,
not a rule.
no, if you just
don't let him
just
pressure
say-
you.
just say you
Don't
can't
let
do it
him
and he
pressure
can't
you
do
off
it.
camera.
get more events.
Don't let him pressure you off
Don't
camera.
even say just say you can't do it. Just say you can't
Don't
do it.
let him
Just
pressure
like,
you
make
off
a rule.
camera.
Just make a rule. Just make a
That's
rule.
my 5th pick.
It's not his 5th pick. He said no. Go back to the
Don't
drawing board.
let him pressure
Big
you
man,
off
go back to
camera.
the drawing board.
Don't let him
go back
pressure-
to the drawing board, bro. We'll give you a
Don't
bit of
let him
time.
pressure
We'll
you.
give you a bit of time.
Don't let him. I just don't like the way he's pressuring you off.
Suppose that I'm McAllister, you know.
No,
What's wrong
no,
with
no.
that? What's wrong
Go
with
back
that?
to the drawing board. I'll talk about Crystal Palace
If
for a
you
little
shout
bit.
over me again, I'm sticking my
I'll
pick.
talk about. Just go. Stop talking. Just go back to the. Go back to the drawing board.
It's
We're
done.
not doing
It's not.
that.
It's not.
That's my
it's-
5th pick.
This is not a Crystal Palace segment.
Nah, but
We're not-
he needs time to look.
we could be here for
Alright,
2
who do you want me to
hours.
talk- Who do you want me to talk about? I can talk about Everton.
Listen, that's my
I can talk
5th
about-
pick.
That's not your 5th pick. Big man thing. Jim, come on camera right now. Come on camera. Sort him out. Someone got to sort him out. You're not picking
That's my 5th
McAllister
pick.
and Slobosly. Lads, don't piss me off, man. You can't even make me say his name wrong as well. Jim, produce this. Rap. We're letting him get away with that. Oh my God. This is what I mean. They can get away with anything.
When you work
Here we
in,
go.
when you work in TV, you understand that sometimes silence is bliss. I told you that's my 5th pick, and that's
That's
the
it.
last
He didn't even
one.
argue. He just see it.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I just have to. I tried. The good people of TF3 at home. I tried to get the producer to stamp on this and say something about this because
we can tell. Shouting all over the
you
mic.
get it, because we can't let this run. But powers above me have let it go. Apparently, you can pick World Cup winners to put your stock in. Like I didn't know what part of the game that was. And
You saw the list.
Nah,
you didn't complain when you didn't complain off
I
air.
know what part of the game that was.
You didn't
my
complain
fault.
off air.
I honestly did not know what part of the game that was.
Read the list.
Sorry, my fault. I put my stocks in Messi
Winners
this
win.
season. Messi.
He's in the MLS. It don't
Doesn't
count.
matter. I'm still putting my stocks
You're
in.
just being petty now.
I'm me
just being
being
petty.
petty. Me.
Just being petty now.
Wait, was Emi Martinez on this list? Can I put my stocks in him? I can't.
Right, well, we're moving on.
It's only World Cup winners for Shem. It's only World Cup winners for Shem.
He's gonna hold that against you for a long time. Oh my god.
As long as I win, I don't give a heck. I'm not doing one forfeit.
Thanks, guys, and that was the end of the Stockwatch segment.
Julie, who do you think's gonna win?
What?
So who do you think's
out
gonna
of your
win?
list?
Yeah.
Because you kind of cheated. I think.
I didn't cheat.
Well, you played it safe, so I think
Very safe.
I think
Thank
you will
you,
win
Julie.
in terms of points.
That's what's about. That's it. Cut the video there.
Okay.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
but
That's what I was gonna say. What list is the streets gonna
Yeah.
really remember?
What they gonna remember?
I never heard the streets talk about Alexis McAllister. Who's the streets really gonna remember? That's what's important. That's who really wins.
And that's the end of the Stockwatch segment.
Maybe to Buenos Aires, they talk about him.
Because
No
you
chance.
you can go on forever.
Talk about
and
him in
ever and
Aberdeen
ever.
or something, fam. No, not in Buenos Aires. Aberdeen.
David De Gea, 7 shots on target,
He's saying
7
looking like
goals.
he's trying to
You're in goal.
wing this one into
Let's
the
go.
top.
Get on, play now. You wanna play?
Oh, he's laid it to him. It's him. It's him. It's him.